Alright, buckle up, tighten your seatbelt, and grab your waffle together with your milk because we're about to journey through the upside down, but this time with a fresh spin. Well, we all know that Netflix's absolute superstar Stranger Things is nearing its grand finale with Season 5. But don't worry because Netflix isn't leaving us high and dry. They're gearing up for an electrifying spin-off, a new version of Stranger Things, but this time, it's animated. And in this video, we're going to talk about all the juicy details about this animation spin-off. And if you watch this video until the end, we have shocking theories on Season 5 for you. So, please enjoy watching Stranger Things spin-off animated series is landing on Netflix soon. Who will voice the characters? Here's the good news. Our friends at Stranger Things confirmed on Twitter that this new animated show is happening in the very same universe as our beloved original. The Stranger Things you know and love, the 80s vibe, the nostalgia, the retro chick, it's all there in the animated version too. And if you were worried about who's pulling the strings behind the scenes, what if they make it worse? What if the animated series is lame? Relax, okay? Because the original creative geniuses, the Duffer Brothers, are on board, along with Sean Levy and Dan Cohen. So you can bet your last penny that the original series' cool, spooky, retro feel will seep into the animated spin-off. Well, how does the Duffer Brothers feel about this? Reactions of Duffer Brothers. In their own words, it's really a dream come true. They wanted to create an animated Stranger Things reminiscent of those Saturday morning cartoons we all adored. Now that dream is becoming a reality. They're impressed with Eric Robles and his team, who've nailed the artwork and scripts. They've promised more mysteries, adventures, and new unexpected heroes in this expanded Stranger Things world. And the interesting part is, Matt Duffer had a chat on the Happy Sad Confused podcast where he promised this spin-off would be a whole new ballgame, connecting to the Stranger Things universe but telling the story in a completely different way. He even addressed rumors about possible Eleven, Steve, and Dustin spin-offs, saying they're going in a completely different direction. So, what's the tie-in? Matt said it's all about the storytelling sensibility. It's about finding the right person to take up the Stranger Things legacy while they move on to other projects. Speaking of other projects, Upside Down Pictures has quite a few cooking. They're bringing the Japanese manga and anime series Death Note to life and working on an adaptation of Stephen King and Peter Straub's novel, The Talisman. They're even partnering with Steven Spielberg's Amblin Entertainment and Paramount Television for the TV adaptation of The Talisman. And yes, we're all curious about how the Demogorgon will look animated. Will we see our favorite Hawkins kids again? Or will there be a fresh set of faces? What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Who's the animated studio behind the new Stranger Things animated series? The series is in the talented hands of Flying Bark Productions, a renowned animation studio with a history stretching over half a century. Born in 1967, Flying Bark has seen the animation industry evolve and grow and now has offices in Sydney and Los Angeles. And Eric Robles is stepping up to lead this exciting project. Well, you've probably heard his name or seen his work because he's the brilliant mind behind Nickelodeon's Fanboy and Chum Chum, and he co-created the Nickelodeon/Netflix original series Glitch Tex. He's not just leading the pack though. Robles is also wearing the executive producer hat for this project. And lately, there's a rumor and whispers about the Stranger Things spin-off titled Tokyo. So, is this Stranger Things Tokyo? What's on Netflix reports that a new Stranger Things project, an anime called Stranger Things Tokyo, is in the works late in 2022. The Duffer Brothers hinted about the spin-off before, but now, here's where things get a bit blurry. Is this anime the same project? Or are these two different treats in the making? Well, as the details are still under wraps, no one can say so. But we do know a tiny bit about the anime storyline though. It revolves around twin brothers in 1980s Tokyo. These video game enthusiasts stumble into the Upside Down, which turns into a fantastic adventure. This project is called the first Stranger Things spin-off, promising 6 hours of edge-of-your-seat entertainment. The Duffer Brothers hinted in their Season 4 Twitter announcement that we could expect more adventures, mysteries, and unexpected heroes in this expanding universe. Stranger Things has dabbled in animation before, in the form of 3 games, including Stranger Things Puzzle Tales. But this anime will be a first. You can check out the game trailer if you want a taste of Stranger Things in animated form. On another note, the final season of our favorite show will begin production this summer and is expected to premiere in 2024. But don't worry, we're not going to be left high and dry until then. There's a new VR game by Tender Claws coming out in winter 2023 to keep us in the Stranger Things mood. Stranger Things, the Foreshadow stage play. Even though we have a bit of a wait for Stranger Things Season 5, the universe of Hawkins, Indiana is far from done with us because there's also a stage play called Stranger Things, The Foreshadow, hitting London's West End in late November 2023. These fresh explorations into the Stranger Things world come from the original masterminds, the Duffer Brothers. They've teamed up with Katie Traffrey, a writer from the series, and Jack Thorne, the genius behind the Enola Holmes 2 script. Taking the director seat for the show is Stephen Daldry. The stage play takes us back to 1959 when Hawkins was just an ordinary town with everyday problems. You'll see the younger versions of your favorite characters like Joyce Byers, Jim Hopper, and even Bob Newby from Season 2. We'll also meet a younger version of the Season 4 villain, Vecna. While these new Stranger Things adventures won't focus on our beloved Hawkins kids, they're still deeply connected to the original series' lore. The stage play's official synopsis gives us a taste of what's to come. Young Jim Hopper is having car troubles. Bob Newby's sister doesn't respect his radio show, and Joyce Maldonado can't wait to finish school and leave town. The arrival of new student Henry Creel stirs things up. His family finds out the hard way that leaving the past behind isn't easy. The first shadow will reveal the beginnings of the Stranger Things saga and might even hold clues to how it all ends. And as a reward that you are still here watching, here are some of the theories and speculations on Stranger Things Season 5. And you won't believe this, so keep watching. Could our buddy Will Byers be Vecna's puppet once more? Remember in Season 4 when our friend Will was briefly under the control of Vecna? There's a chance he might fall under that shadow again in the upcoming season. It's a chance for us to take a closer peek into Will's troubles and spooky ties with the Upside Down. Always feeling like the odd one out, the boy is no stranger to bullies, making him an easy target for Vecna's manipulations. If he drops his guard, Will might find himself in Vecna's grip again. 11. Powerless? Eleven's powers seem to be weaker as we progress through the seasons. Could she face a total blackout in Season 5? It would certainly shake things up for the gang, but it might also open new doors for Eleven to battle the Upside Down. Her abilities are linked to the Mind Flayer, and since that creature has been on the weak side after its defeat in Season 3, it could mean Eleven's powers are also broken. And if she becomes powerless, it's time for her to tap into her smarts and resourcefulness to fight the battles ahead. The return of the Mind Flayer. We thought it was down and out in Season 3, but can we expect an unexpected return of the Mind Flayer in Season 5? This entity is one big ball of power, and its reappearance would send shockwaves through the gang. The Mind Flayer works like a network with one central brain. Maybe it can rebuild itself after a defeat. If it comes back, expect it to come back stronger and more menacing, putting the gang's mettle to the ultimate test. Delving into Vecna's past. In the last season, we found out that Vecna used to be a regular human named Henry Creel. But how did this transformation happen? That's still a mystery. Season 5 could pull back the curtain on Vecna's past, shedding light on his twisted motivations and why he's keen to wreak havoc in Hawkins. Once a genius kid from a rich family, Vecna was pushed into the shadows by his abusive father, which led him to turn to the Upside Down and morph into a mighty being. Now he's hell-bent on reducing Hawkins to rubble, believing he's the world's only savior. An expedition into the Upside Down. In the past, the gang only got glimpses of the Upside Down through portals. But what if they could enter this parallel world without a portal in Season 5? They could dive deeper into the mysteries of the Upside Down and devise new strategies to defeat the Mind Flayer and Vecna. Perhaps they could use Eleven's powers to open a gateway, or maybe they'll find an alternate route. Once inside, it's exploration time, searching for ways to put Vecna in his place.